Yeah, we are alive now. So, welcome everyone who is watching this podcast today. It's the next series of podcasts, the Global Leaders podcast. And today, one of my guests is also incredible leader, Luis Garcia, who is owner of Luis Garcia Group. And today, the topic is global wealth strategies, navigating Miami real estate and capital mobility. And everything will be given and talking with Luis Garcia. So, how are you, Luis?
I'm doing great, thank you, and thanks for having me.
Great, yeah, great to have you as well, because we know each other for some time now, and I think what you're doing is amazing. I'm based in Switzerland, you're based in Miami, and maybe there will be people watching us from my network who are European and would like to have opportunity to learn about the market, how to invest, what is now interesting. So this is really amazing opportunity for anyone who is watching, and I think anyone who have questions also can share the questions with me. So I maybe give some introduction about Luis. He's the founder of Luis Garcia Group at Coldwell Banker Realty, and he has incredible experience. Living in Colombia, Venezuela, United States, he brings really unique global perspective to international real estate investing. He's also known for sharp negotiation, so this is really great. He has expertise in financing and also digital marketing. I know you told me that you're now a professional photographer and you can use your skills for really putting, the real estate in the market. So this is really, really amazing. And I know also that your brokerage was recently acquired by Compass International Holdings. So this is a great opportunity for you because you have the most powerful brands into once the single largest national real estate network and also technology platform in US. So welcome, you Luis, today in our podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah, no worries. So there are a couple of questions that I would like to ask you because this is such an important topic also for me. I'm also in this industry, not in this market, but in the Swiss market. So if you can answer first question is about the BESPO approach. So you build your reputation on delivering highly personal client experience. And we know this real estate market is really fast-paced market. I'm sure Miami must be incredible, competitive market as well. And the buyers themselves often feel like just another number. So, why is maintaining the direct boutique best approach relationship so important to you?
Sure, this is a very good question because yes, real estate is a very competitive market here in Miami, and real estate at the end of the day, it's a very personal business, relationship-based business. So people do business with people they know, they like, and they trust, and so getting all those things together is very important to successfully work with clients here. Um, Growing up in Latin America and living here for many years already, that helps bridge a gap with many international clients here because sometimes they want to speak in their native language in Spanish, and so that's very important, as well as from other clients from Europe. You're naturally going to try to gravitate to somebody that speaks your language, knows uh, how you are, what you're looking for. So another part of that is, just getting to know the client, really getting to know what their actual goals are, what their objectives are with the investment, whether it's uh, just a relocation and they need a good place for their family, or if it's an investment, to know what their objectives are, and sometimes make sure you can advise them and make sure those objectives are realistic. If they aren't, you got to drive them to uh,
Yeah, that's a
where.
great point. Great point because everybody has a different goals, depends if there is a family or one single person who want to just invest and rent out, or people are moving there to have a great opportunity for life. So this is a great point. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Also, your skills in terms of like Spanish, I think it's pretty amazing. I know Miami is pretty, pretty important market for Spanish speaking individuals. So great. Perfect. So while you provide the direct personal attention, you're backed by an absolute giant. So Coldwell Banker Realty is now part of Compass International Holdings, creating the largest real estate network in the country. So how does having that massive corporate engine behind you benefit a client listing from overseas?
Yes, well, now being under the Compass umbrella is a great advantage. Compass, for the last several years, had been growing tremendously, acquiring smaller and medium-sized brokerages around the country to become the biggest real estate brokerage nationally. And they were missing more of an international footprint and branding. So now that they acquired Anywhere, which is the company that holds Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, Century 21, and Corcoran. Now all those brands are under Compass International Holdings, which gives Compass now a major international footprint across the globe in over 120 different countries, and with over 300,000 agents under their brand. So yeah, that's really a great move, and they've developed a lot of technology to help their agents. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge number of agents, and also the technology. I think it's super important in this industry. Great. Yeah, in terms of the of market secret weapon, because this is a massive multi-brand network now, you have access to an credible pool of, I think, of market listings that are shared internally before they're even going public on the portals to be advertised. So, how does that exclusive inventory give your global buyers a distinct advantage in Miami's competitive landscape?
Right. Well, traditionally, agents, the way they have worked with clients and sellers that want more privacy and exclusivity, is that they would have pocket listings or off-market listings. Now, the problem traditionally with this was that it was very difficult to effectively market these properties to, because you just had to rely on your network. You just had to rely to close agents, and agents had to know who the top agents were that would potentially have listings or luxury listings that would be, looking for exclusivity and off market presentation. So what Compass did is they created a tool to be able to sort of institutionalize this and create a platform for agents to be able to easily market and share these exclusive listings to the office, and now or the company wide. And now with the acquisition of all these other brands such as Coldwell Banker Realty, is just a massive pool of agents now that have access to this off-market network, which is not visible. All this inventory isn't visible on the public portals like Zillow, Realtor.com. So yeah, there's been a lot of legal drama lately because these portals aren't too happy about not having access to these listings. But at the end of the day, the belief is that these luxury clients we have to respect their desire for privacy if they want to market their assets this way. Yeah, so that's a great benefit especially for the luxury market to have that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because these clients are really high level, so they don't want to share everything. So I think this kind of ability to have these properties of plants and advising in something really amazing is really a great benefit that you can offer. That's amazing, pretty
Definitely.
amazing. Great. And now about important thing in terms of real estate, we are going to talk about media and marketing. So we know that every brand without marketing doesn't exist today. And let's talk about the selling side. When a homeowner, for example, wants to list their property in Miami and maximize their sales price, marketing, I think it's very important. So you actually own and operate a real estate media company, which is a major competitive advantage. And how does controlling your own top tier media production from photography to video production translate into higher prices and faster sales for your clients?
Right. Yes. Well, uh, since I started doing real estate over 13 years ago, I realized that the first showing is not at the first open house. It's not at the first client presentation. It's going to be online. So uh, you have to make a good first impression to be able to compete here. There's still a lot of agents that don't get basic things like photography, but I realized that yes, this is essential. So the objective was to be able to uh, provide great media and great marketing to all my clients, to lower our costs and to just provide more than basic photography. We um offer floor plans, we offer 3D virtual tours, we offer videos. And all of these things are very important in this market since it's such an international market. Sometimes there's always a lot of buyers that are in here for a short amount of time. They want to get in to see a property quickly. And sometimes, for whatever reason, things just don't line up. There might be tenants in the property, schedules might not line up exactly. So we have virtual tours, we have video, which allows us to showcase the property, and buyers might feel more confident making an offer on a property sight unseen, which is actually something that I'm doing right now with a condo buyers. It's a short-term rental property. It's currently occupied because there's a lot of demand right now for the FIFA World Cup happening right now. So there is an opportunity for these buyers to get in, but we have a virtual tour. They saw the property and they sent an offer. So as soon as the tenants or the guests move out, there's an opportunity for them to come in. As long as everything is good, they'll move forward with the deal. So it's a great advantage to have tools like this, and you know,
Yeah.
with the technology that's available nowadays.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think it's super important for real estate to do, and also that I think high quality of videos on the market are super important because now clients are so picky that really would like to see, everything perfect. So you have also an entire team that is taking care of that video production, I guess, and you're also the expert. Yeah, right. Very good, amazing. Now I'm sure there's lots of my contacts, followers who are maybe a foreign people. So we will talk about navigating foreign investments because Miami is so attractive to. I have seen the prices comparing to other countries. So buying property in a foreign country can be a bit daunting. From your experience working with, for example, European clients or Latin American clients, what are the biggest misconceptions international buyers have about financing, down payments, or tax advantage in Florida?
Yes, that's a good question. Right now, well, the majority of the misconceptions that I hear is that international clients think that they can't finance a property here in the U.S., but that's far from the truth. We have a very robust um, financing system here that allows foreign nationals to come and invest without having to have a credit history in the U.S., without having to have residency or citizenship, without having to have a job here or taxes or anything like that. So what they can do is they can apply for different types of loans here, and the down payment, minimum down payment ranges from 25 to 40%. And these loans are based off their current assets, their current income that can just be verified with their bank statements or their jobs, or it can also be the potential rental income from the property. So a lender will just look at the rental income that a property can produce, and based off of that, they can underwrite a loan for that property for a foreign national.
Mhm. So you're saying that if someone want to invest, let's say from Switzerland or Europe, he doesn't need to he doesn't need to have a residency in US, in Florida. He can have a revenue or income from the job in Europe, and he still can buy a property in Florida. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, you're not required to be a resident here or a citizen,
Yeah.
and you can also get financing without having that.
But would that, in that case, in case I want to buy property in the future, let's say, if I buy this property, would I get that residency as well as an investor or not?
Not just with buying property. So that is a misconception.
Okay.
So in order to get legal residency here and eventually citizenship, there has to be a more significant investment, and this can be through what they call here a major investment in a type of business that can produce at least 10 jobs for American citizens here. So that is generally done through more commercial type of properties. However, there is the easiest way to do it, which might require a slightly bigger investment, is the EB-5 program. And this is, I don't know if I mentioned, probably one of the easiest ways, even though maybe the investment capital might be a little bit higher. The entry level for that is $800,000 or $1,050,000, depending on where the project is located. And what the EB-5 program does, it allows a foreign investor to invest this capital with this developer in a project, and this project has been vetted by the government that is going to already produce the amount of American jobs to satisfy the requirements for residency. So when this investment is done, you can move forward with applying for your residency and eventually a path to citizenship here in the U.S.
Okay, that's pretty clear. So EB-5 this is a program it's called, yeah?
Yes.
So someone need to apply, and the minimum investment is $850,000.
$800,000 or $1,050,000, depending on the location of the project. Yes.
Okay, this is pretty important for anyone who would like to think about that in the future. That's really amazing. Now we're going to talk a little bit about market insight and closing. So Miami is a mosaic of incredible districts. Moving through 2026, which neighborhoods are currently seeing the highest demand from international buyers? So what do you think? Which district are the super, hot spots for the investors, and what kind of rental yields on appreciation can investors really, benefit from?
Sure. Well, the biggest market for families, the most sought after neighborhoods are neighborhoods like Coral Gables and Pinecrest, for their school districts. And if the buyer investor is looking for something like a second home or just a pure investment, they're looking more at areas like Brickell, downtown Edgewater, where there's a lot of condos. There's a lot of rental demand, and you know the location is attractive, as well as the Miami Beach for the proximity to the beach and the ocean. And if the buyer is looking for something like a second home, um, they usually want to go to one of these areas, specifically, the beach. And now you have a lot of options with short-term rentals. So that is attractive because if the buyer wants to reduce their cost of ownership, they can rent it out easily while they're not here, not using the property, and that way it helps them just to reduce their cost of ownership and generate some income.
Yeah, yeah, this is really amazing. And so you're saying that the most attractive part are close to the beach with all these facilities, family houses, and what is like the range of the prices now for this kind of, like, say, condo, and what will be the, you know, rental yields? I mean, how high you can rent it out?
Yes, right now, we're experiencing like a new wave of development here. So there's a lot of new projects coming onto the market, specifically condos in these areas that'll be completed between now and the next maybe 3 to 5 years. So the prices right now are generally starting at about $1,200 a square foot. And for the more ultra luxury and branded developments, you're looking at 22 to 2,500 a square foot, and maybe penthouses at $5,000 a square foot. So the yields they're going to vary by project. If they're short term rental properties, you could get somewhere near 6 or 7% year yield every year, or for other projects long term, maybe somewhere between 3 to 5%
Mhm.
return. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So it's a nice, really, a rise 6-7% for the real estate in Miami. Amazing. That's really, really interesting. And now tell us, Luis, if someone is listening to this, especially from Europe, my network. So it's they're based in Switzerland, maybe in other countries, Germany, and also South America, so Latina countries, and thinking about making their first move into Miami market. Maybe the reason is investing because they want a residency, they want to move with the family, maybe they want to invest as an investor, as you said, for the short term rental ability. What is the best way to connect them with you? And because you see, you can guide them really with the experience. Yes, how they
Yeah,
can come and find you.
sure. The easiest way to connect with me would be to visit my website. It's luisgarciagroup.com, or to reach out to me directly via Instagram. It's luisgarcia.miami. And if you'd like, we can set up, if they like, we can set up a video consultation before they even book a flight to Miami, to really explore what their goals are, and that way we can get started helping out with their investment.
Perfect, perfect. That's good to know. And the last questions about the Miami and the future, of course. So, looking ahead, where do you see the Miami market heading over the next 5 years?
Sure. Well, yeah, we just recently experienced a big frenzy post pandemic, the last few years, where appreciation skyrocketed. Uh, maybe prices about doubled, or more in some cases. So right now that the market is kind of maturing and calming down a little bit, we might see appreciation somewhere between 3 to 5%. Always depends on the neighborhood and the property type. But yeah, it's all going to depend on several factors. But this at this stage in Miami is becoming what they're calling the Wall Street of the South, because there's a lot of foreign capital coming in here. A lot of companies like hedge funds have relocated to Miami, which is injecting a lot of capital into the city. And so we're going to still see a good amount of growth in the coming years, and just a good market overall.
Yeah, exactly. This is amazing. Thank you for sharing. I think Miami is a really good place to think about the investment because, as you say, there are new capital coming, there are new jobs, lots of headquarters of big tech companies are there. So it's a great place to be and to think about your strategy portfolio for the future, especially if you're outside of Miami as well. Great.
Definitely.
So, yeah, anyone watching this podcast, please do not hesitate to contact Luis and set up a call. And of course, thank you, Luis, for joining. I know you're super busy, so thank you for making it happen.
Yeah,
And
no problem.
appreciate your collaboration. And I wish you lots of success. And thank you, everyone, for watching the next series with such a great speaker.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and we'll be in touch if you or your clients need any help around here.
Of course. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.